whenever you're ready.
Impact of English curriculum on non-English speaking students in U.S. schools by Caroline Farlow. U.S. schools are seeing a growing number of non-English speaking students, with millions entering the classroom each year. These students face difficulties not only with learning the English language, but also navigating the English-centric curriculum. Additionally, they encounter issues related to preservation of their native languages, which can lead to disconnect from their family and cultural roots. Today we'll explore these challenges and how they present consequences and steps to effectively address them. In an article by Andrew Author, he quotes, "More than 500,000 school-age migrant children have arrived in the U.S. since 2022, according to immigration court records collected by Syracuse University, exacerbating overcrowding in some classrooms, compounding teachers and budget shortfalls, forcing teachers to grapple with language barriers and inflaming social tensions in places unaccustomed to educating immigrant students." Andrew Author, a respected education journalist as well as internationally recognized immigration expert, highlights immense challenges U.S. schools face, including overcrowded classrooms, budget constraints, and teacher shortfalls. His research underscores the urgent need for resources and support to overcome the barriers and to address rising social tensions. James Baldwin's A Letter to My Nephew provides a powerful lens and to examine the challenges faced by non-English speaking students in U.S. schools. Baldwin reflects on the generational responsibility families feel to pass on their language to the next generation. Baldwin, an influential writer and critic, emphasizes the importance of English as a path to empowerment despite systematic inequalities. His exploration of identification and belonging closely ties to the struggles of immigrant students. Baldwin cautions readers of the resilience required to overcome these challenges and to maintain a sense of self. Russ Reimer's Vanishing Voices connects to the experiences of immigrant students by showing how language is connected to identity. Reimer, a renowned linguist, discusses how losing one's native language can lead to the loss of cultural identity. Reimer emphasizes the cultural generational impact and preservation, noting that when a language disappears, so does a unique perspective. He highlights the generational responsibilities families need in order to pass down their language to the next generation, which adds additional pressures to immigrant students. One effective solution is to implement curriculums that focus on bilingual education. Bilingual education helps students to maintain their native language while also learning English, which plays a significant role in preserving cultural identity. Incorporating cultural diversity into the curriculum will allow for immigrant students and native students to both feel seen, leading to better academic success. Bilingual education enhances cultural identity and understanding while allowing students to learn about different cultures and perspectives. It improves academic performance by providing students with tools to navigate both their native language and English. Additionally, it strengthens cultural identity by helping students to maintain their heritage. However, there are limitations to this approach. Resource and teacher shortages make it more difficult to implement bilingual education. Resistance to change from both educators and communities can also hinder this process. Additionally, inconsistent program implementation can lead to varying levels of results. Another key solution is to implement cultural competency training for teachers. This training helps teachers to understand and respect the cultural backgrounds of all of their students, ensuring they feel valued in the classroom. By feeling valued in the classroom, students will remain focused, and this can lead to their overall academic success. Cultural competency training involves classroom relationships and fostering mutual respect and understanding between teachers and students. It enhances classroom engagement by creating an inclusive environment where all students feel they belong. Furthermore, it reduces biases and stereotyping, which can negatively impact a student's academic and social experiences. Nevertheless, the solution also has limitations. Time and resource constraints can limit the availability and effectiveness of training programs. Resistance from teachers who may be hesitant to change their practices can also slow down this process. Additionally, a short-term focus on this may not lead to lasting changes in the classroom dynamic. In conclusion, by supporting immigrant students, it requires to prioritize bilingual education and cultural competency training for teachers. These efforts preserve a student's native language and cultural identities when they learn English. By fostering inclusivity and equity, we not only benefit immigrant students, but the education process for all, promoting cultural understanding and connection.
Okay, let's look at a couple of questions then. Did your research go in a different direction than you originally expected?
Yes, it did. So I thought that the challenges of immigrant students would focus on standardized testing and their test scores, where it was really the English only curriculums that were affecting them more, and their identities and preservation, which I noted in my presentation.
Okay. Let's see. What additional questions emerged from your research, and then why are those questions important?
Additional questions emerged from my research asking how can teachers train to express the needs of all their students, and also how can the students use that to be better. And by training the teachers will be better but to the students' needs, and students will do better academically.
All right. Thank you very much.